We tried to manage the road like that.
In the next 5 minutes, I will be there.
Some of us didn't even care. But there are other options. We can solve our problems by taking action. Our government can work better when we play our part. It's not your job to manage it. It's your job to talk about it. Get involved.
You are watching People's Television, your people's preferred station, powered by you.
How to keep your eyes healthy. Eyes are man's window to the world. They are very important. Never take yours for granted. A healthy eye starts with the food on your plate and not what you put in them. Nutritionists have advocated a wide range of meals for a healthy eyes, especially as we grow old in life. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, lutein, zinc, and vitamin C and E might help you ward off age-related vision problems such as macular degeneration and cataracts. These families of nutrients can be found in lots of our daily food, including 1. Green leaf vegetables like spinach, pumpkin, even our local eforiro. 2. Salmon, catfish, and other oily fish. 3. Eggs, nuts, beans, and other non-meat protein sources. 4. Oranges and other citrus fruits and juices. 5. Oyster and pork.
European imperial adventure in Nigeria was essentially an enterprise in exploitation. Early in the days of imperialism, economic policy, particularly in the field of banking and currency, were crafted for the benefit of the enterprise. Among the results of British adventurism in Nigeria was a successful demonetization of the traditional currencies in the 19th and 20th century. In their place was introduced the British monetary system, consisting of the coins and notes. These forms of money thus became a common denominator for economic exchange in colonial Nigeria. Following the attainment of political independence in 1960, Nigerian authorities had to introduce what might be described as truly Nigerian currencies. Nigeria has used various forms of currencies, including cowries and manillas during the British-Nigerian colonial rule. Pounds and shillings was Nigeria's legal tender. On July 1, 1959, the Central Bank of Nigeria issued the first indigenous Nigeria currency in the denominations of 5 shillings, 10 shillings, and 1 pound notes, which saw the end to the West African Currency Board notes and coins, which has been in existence since 1912. As the saying goes, change is constant. On July 1, 1962, the new government of Nigeria saw the need to change the legal tender status of the currency to reflect the country's new status. In 1963, Following the attainment of a republican status, a political decision was taken to replace the existing currency note due to its misuse and as a war strategy. This was in compliance with the CBN Decree number 51 of December 30th, 1967. Since at the time of the decree, the country was engaged in a civil war that lasted between 1967 to 1970. To this end, a decision to remove all the stocks of the new notes to a branch of the CBN and all the sub-centers was taken in June 1964. Meanwhile, implementation began on July 1st, 1965. However, the old and new currency still bore pictures of Nigeria's main export commodity, cocoa, groundnut, and palm produce. In March 1971, the then head of state announced that Nigeria would change the decimal currency. As of January 1st, 1973, the Nigerian currency was decimalized. This development in the country's currency history did put an end to the use of Nigeria's pounds, shillings, and pence. Meanwhile, in their place came the naira and kobo. The major currency note was called naira, and it was equivalent to 10 shillings. The minor currency note was called kobo, 100 of which make 1 naira. 6 months to January 2nd, 1973, the date the new currency came into use, the CBN introduced coins in the value of 1 kobo, 10 kobo, and 25 kobo into the economy. The bank embarked on this line of action with a directive to shops and stores to fix prices of their commodity into the new as well as the old currency unit. The advanced arrangement was meant to provide enough enlightenment to members of the public. On its part, the Decimal Currency Board of the CBN, through its publicity unit, embarked on the distribution of posters, conversion table, leaflets, and other publications to educate the public on the decimalization arrangement. The 1970s experienced a significant increase in the volume of economic activities in Nigeria, with a phenomenal growth in the volume of commercial transactions coupled with the oil boom of the decade. On 2nd July 1979, for a takeoff, the new currency were in 4 various denominations of banknotes, which were 50 kobo, 1 naira, 5 naira, and 10 naira. The change that took place was a major one, and this involved both currency notes and coins. Meanwhile, the major unit of currency, which used to be 1 pound, ceased to exist, and the 1 naira, which was equivalent to 10 shillings, became the major unit. On 11th February 1977, after the assassination of the then head of state, General Murtala Muhammad, a new banknote of the denomination of the value of 20 naira was issued. This was special because it was the highest denomination to be issued then, and it became necessary then as a result of the economic growth. The 20 naira banknote became the first banknote in Nigeria bearing the portrait of a Nigerian citizen. In this case was the late head of state, General Murtala Muhammad, 1938 to 1976, who was the torchbearer of the Nigerian Revolution in July 1975. In 1984, the Nigerian military government of Muhammadu Buhari, in an attempt to legitimize its interruption of the democratic process through a military coup d'etat, directed the CBN to cause a change in the colors of the Nigerian currency. The exercise was designed to devalue the money alleged to have been stolen by Nigerian political leaders. In 1991, both the 50 kobo, 1 naira note were coins. It is believed that monetary reforms of this period, particularly the introduction of the 50 naira currency note, were carried out in response to increased private and privated spending resulting from Nigeria's excess oil revenue of the period. Some Nigerian currencies were recommended for redesign, but it was not accepted by certain sectors of the Nigerian society. Some Nigerians were inclined to believe that the demonetization of the smaller denomination was meant to depreciate the value of the currency. This particular reform heralded the erosion of coins in Nigeria and precipitated its waning use. Consequently, the 5 naira notes became the minimum denomination acceptable in the Nigerian society. In response to the expansion in economic activities and to facilitate efficient payment system, the currency reforms continued in 1999 with the introduction of the 100 naira banknote. In the front view, the currency unit bears the portrait of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Premier of Western Region of Nigeria in the 1950s and leader of the opposition party at the federal level in the 1960s. In its back view is a picture of the Zuma Rock. November 2000 and April 2001, the CBN issued 200, 500 banknotes respectively, with the former bearing the portrait of Alhaji Sir Ahmadu Bello, former Premier of the defunct Northern Region. On the back view of the currency denomination are pictures of heads of cattle, agricultural products, and the Nigerian coat of arms. The 500 naira denomination bears in its front view the portrait of Chief Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Premier of the defunct Eastern Region and first Nigerian President between 1963 and 1966. It bears the Nigeria coat of arms on the reverse side. It also bears the Naira sign on both sides of the note. The latest currency denomination introduced in Nigeria was the 1000 Naira currency note. This was introduced on the 12th of October 2005 by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Peculiar to this currency is that it bears in front views portraits of the past CBN governors: Alhaji Aliyu Mai Bronu, Governor of the Central Bank 1963 to 1969, and Dr. Clement Isong, Governor of the Central Bank 1967 to 1975. There is also a gold foil on the front of the note with the Nigerian coat of arms and the numeral 1000. Also peculiar to this denomination is that it is devoid of the Naira sign. The trend of higher currency denominations in Nigeria over the years has only testified to the fact that the Naira has depreciated against the dollar, pounds, and other advanced capitalist currencies of the Western Hemisphere. Here are the faces of Nigeria heroes that have graced the Nigerian currency over time.
Five keys to keeping your child on a healthy weight level. Be a good role model. Children learn by example, and so you must set good examples such as eating at the right time and the right quantity and quality, coupled with good exercise time. Get active. Overweight children do not need more exercise than the slimmer children. Their extra body weight means they will naturally burn more calories for the same activity. Child-sized food portions. Avoid feeding your child oversized portions. A good rule of thumb is to start meals with small servings and let them ask for more if they are still hungry. Eat healthy meals. Children, just like adults, should aim at 5 or more portions of fruits and vegetables every day. It is far better than the sugar-laden snacks we give them. Let them replace their carbonated drinks with water. Fizzy drinks are dangerous to their weights. Sleep. Let the children watch less TV and take in more sleep. Yes, this helps with weight loss management. Children should watch not more than 2 hours of TV a day, including the films from phones. They dream better when they sleep well. Besides, insufficient sleep can affect their behavior or mood.
Skin. It's a fact of life. Your skin ages just like the rest of you. It's constantly exposed to the elements of the punishing sun and heat, to the beating cold and wind. It's impressive to know that it holds up as well as it does. Through the years, the largest organ in the human body weathers, sunburns, acne, stretching, and more without complaints. Your skin performs several critical roles. It keeps your body temperature regulated, protects you from infections and injury, filters impurity for you as well as retains your body moisture. But those duties exact a price. Loss of elasticity topping the charts. Others are thinning skin, dry and cracked skin, wrinkles, blemishes, and spots are frequently signs of aging skin. Nonetheless, it is possible to desire and actually keep a young and youthful skin much longer than you thought. Simply follow these tips. Wash your body regularly, at least twice a day, morning and night. If you have oily skin, you may need to wash more than twice a day to remove the cream of the day. Never sleep with makeup on. Deep clean all of it, especially eye makeup, as it gradually introduces the unwanted wrinkles and discoloration. Also, insist on the right cleanser for your skin type. The natural cleansers are always the best. Avoid chemical cleansers. They can traumatize your skin. Skip long, hot showers and bath as they can dry out your skin. Use warm water only. Protect your skin from the sun as it aids rapid aging of your skin. Wear protective covers when going out on the sunny day, such as long sleeves, hats, and even sunglasses. Stay hydrated. Drinking water is essentially good for your body, including the skin. Women should aim at 2.2 liters of water, and men 3 liters per day. Avoid alcohol and artificial sweetened drinks. They dry out your skin. Beef up your meals with omega-3 fatty acid meals such as fish, walnuts, and soybeans. Lower stress level. Stress can cause a lot of acne breakouts on your skin, especially your face. Learn to relax your stress level by working on your mind, killing anxiety and depression with therapeutic exercises such as yoga, walks. Your skin pore opens and breathes better when you exercise. A little meditation helps. Sleep. Nothing beats a good sleep as rejuvenating your skin. A minimum of 6 and maximum of 8 hours of sleep aids not just your skin but your body to keep a youthful look.
My name is Femi Anikulapo Kuti. This is just to tell you, beg you, plead with you. Don't let anybody lure you into being violent. It's very important for us to have a peaceful elections. We need to think about the future of this country, of our children. We can be a great nation. And the first step is desist from being violent. Let's have a peaceful elections.
On Facebook, like our page and share our posts at People's TV NG. On Twitter, follow us at PTV_NG. Follow us on Instagram at PTVNG. Watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel, People's TV. Visit our website, www.ptvng.com. Subscribe now and join the conversation online. People's TV, people's preferred station.
Did you know that PTV remains the best place to showcase those lovely goods and services of yours? Yes, with our visibility in 36 states of Nigeria and over 50 countries of the world, we definitely have the talent reach. What are you waiting for? Book your adverts now. Call us with the number displayed on your screen.
How to keep your eyes healthy. Eyes are man's window to the world. They are very important. Never take yours for granted. A healthy eye starts with the food on your plate and not what you put in them. Nutritionists have advocated a wide range of meals for a healthy eyes, especially as we grow old in life. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, lutein, zinc, and vitamin C and E might help you ward off age-related vision problems such as macular degeneration and cataracts. These families of nutrients can be found in lots of our daily food, including 1. Green leaf vegetables like spinach, pumpkin, even our local eforiro. 2. Salmon, catfish, and other oily fish. 3. Eggs, nuts, beans, and other non-meat protein sources. 4. Oranges and other citrus fruits and juices. 5. Oyster and pork.
The poor living condition of internally displaced persons, IDP camp of New Kuchingoro, a settlement in the Federal Capital Territory, really leaves a lot to be desired. IDP camps are not prisons, neither are there detention camps. Yet, the condition internally displaced persons are facing are quite similar to prisons, if not worse. The increasing pace of the Boko Haram insurgency led to the displacement of millions of people, and many have taken shelter in different IDP camps scattered around the country. One of them is the New Kuchingoro IDP camp in Abuja. Many of these people have lost their entire families. Some do not even know if their fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters are dead or still alive somewhere. So they just try to get through each day. One of the major challenges in the IDP camp is the struggle to survive, especially the ability to afford a minimum of 2 square meals per day and take care of some pressing personal needs, including care for family. Many have picked up different petty trade or handwork in order to survive and keep life going. One of such persons is Ladi Matthias, a mother of 8 children who lost her husband to the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast.
Ladi Matthias, who came all the way from Borno State as a result of the crisis in the northeast, in a bid to survive, decided to go into a trade here in the New Kuchingoro IDP camp.
She explained how much she sells her bean cake, popularly known as akara or kose.
So like how much you sell every day?
500, 5,000, 6,000.
Okay, but you get people come to buy akara.
Yes, children for school.
Okay, children that are going to school.
Yes.
Okay, they come here to buy. So
50 naira, 100 naira, 20 naira for.
Okay, so how do you get your beans and how do you get the grinding machine?
Beans for Gosa market.
Akara tastes nice. Among cases reported from the IDP camps, report of increased death rate, prostitution, rape, sexually transmitted disease, the chairman of the New Kuchingoro IDP camp, Philemon Emmanuel, cleared the air.
In our area, it is only here that we see the ladies can just leave their parents' house and come out to say, come and get in their money or what. In our area, we are not doing all these kind of things. If you see a lady once, maybe If you see a lady travel, maybe she's going to school. If not, you will not see this kind of thing.
He also talked on how the IDP community are managing to survive without the help of the government.
Trying our best, although.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. It's true, because anything, if you see like this now, it is not all the IDPs, because majority of our IDPs now, we went to farm for farming, because I tell them that we are not going to just stay in the camp and wait for people to come and give us food or something. We have to go to look for our own, do it on our own. So some people came here, they will just take like 10 family, 20 family, support them with the small money that they are going to rent a land so that they will start farming. Majority of our people, we are about 5,000 in this camp before. So majority of our people now, they went to farm in Nasarawa. Some of them, once if they get something, nobody will come back to camp again. So majority of our people now, especially in this rainy season, they are in the farm now in Nasarawa.
However, the mass presence of several nursing mothers, kids all around, makes one reflect on the funny notion that in a community where basic social amenities and activities are absent, making babies becomes order of the day, resulting to several births here and there. And in this case, several children giving birth to children. The question of education is not one to be pushed aside, as many of these kids are encouraged and supported to be in school by some kind organizations and good Nigerians. These kids once in a while get to have musical fun from visitors who come to cheer them up, especially during the festive periods. As the saying goes, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. The internally displaced persons anchor their hope on this belief. After a long night comes the dawn of a new day.
Plastic bags. I'll say every day. Plastic bag. Wow. I might say every day.
There is nothing I make use of in my shop as leather. I use about 2 packages of leather every day.
Packing several things, clothes. It could be clothes at times. It could just be maybe items from the market. As in when you buy foodstuffs, even packing other plastic bottles too, and virtually anything that needs to be packed. Most of the times we use plastic bags for them.
If I'm going to somewhere like the market or a shop or something, I'll definitely have to use a plastic bag.
For me, my business revolves around that. You can imagine coming to buy a pair of shoes and I'll just give you in your hands. What will happen? Will I ask you to put it in your handbag? No, I can't do without it. And then what if I come to the market and I want to buy tomato or whatever? What happens? Where will I put my stuff?
Later they help my business in many ways, because of many customers, they cannot buy your market without leather now. They may not be, it will not be portable for them to carry it to their home. So there is portability being using leather in terms of putting the materials, that putting the goods that you have sold to the customers, so that it will be easy to carry to the car for them.
Because I need it for everything. I need for my waste bin, I need to pack some things, I need it for everything.
I'm a fashion designer. Most times if my clients want to see me, I go with my bags because when I come here, I always come with clothes. That's the reason I'm using it.
Well, it depends on the quality of the plastic bag and the size. For instance, if it's like the big polythene bags, we recycle. We could still use it to maybe pack clothes later. We could still use it at home for maybe pack refuse before we dispose of it. But if it's the smaller ones that maybe you used to carry, like something like fish, or things that will still leave stain or smells in it, we dispose of it immediately.
So if it's perishable things, I'll definitely throw it. But if it's like about clothes, we usually keep it in a basket in my house, so we can use it for other things. Yes.
I don't know, but I think a long while.
Oh, this question, Oga. The question is too big. Leather can take, to me, maybe 1 year. It will decompose within a year.
Like a month? I don't know. Like a month.
My God, I'm sure it takes long, because I think those are the things that you usually see that last a very long time inside all of the refuse dump and all those things. Most times when you go to pack stuff from a refuse dump, some other things might have decomposed over time, but of course the plastic bags would just be there sticking out. So I'm sure it takes a long time.
I have no idea.
I guess for my little age, or for my little staying in this earth, I've never come across that one. Plastic bag, it don't decay easily. I've never seen it.
Well, how long it decomposes? How long? Because okay, well, at least from my own little knowledge of plastic, I know it's not biodegradable, so I know it takes a long time. Maybe I say 50 years thereabouts for it to actually decompose, because of the kind of material it's made out of. So, but I'm not sure about. But I know it's a very long time actually.
Wow. A month? Or a year? It depends. A year.
That's impossible. Hi. That's impossible. No.
I cannot agree. It takes 150 years to decompose in the soil. So I may believe it since I don't have any knowledge on it.
You don't say. Then we should reconsider, really.
I'm just hearing it for the first time.
For a nylon bag to decompose after 100 and something years, I don't know. Maybe only a scientist can tell that, not me.
That's a lot of pollution for the ecosystem actually, because since it doesn't decompose on its own, definitely even in because okay, well, I dispose of it through the waste bin and all that, but a lot of people just throw it in the gutters. So you, at least I know that will definitely clog up the drainages, and even for, well, in fact, even to try to like quantify the amount of damage. Well, I can't. I really can't quantify, but I know it's a lot. It's a lot of damage to the ecosystem.
It causes erosion. I think that's which I've come across before. Erosion during rainy season, when you drop it, like when you keep them anyhow, like in the dustbin, and it rain, can easily cause erosion.
Well, I'm not really sure of like exact effects, but I shall know that every single thing in this world has its side effects. It has, even this microphone might have its own side effects. So I'm not really sure, but I'm very sure it does. It has side effects.
Plastic bag? No, I don't think so. It's not possible, honestly.
No. No, I can't.
I don't know how it's going to look like, but I don't think I can stay without that plastic bag. Because if I did not, then my client, they will insult me then, Ashu. They could cost my life. So I don't think I can stay without using plastic bag. That's true.
My name is Ufon Sunday Asian. I'm an indigenous of Nongokumeko Tefia here in Ikonoluku government area. The road on which I'm standing, that's the Nongokum Road that leads to the newly upgraded Akwa Ibom State College of Arts and Technology. This road has been in a very horrible state even before I was born. So that is how we invited the different segments of this community, talking about the men, the women, the youth and persons living with disability. In that meeting, we developed a charter, which is a document that tried to capture all the issues in our community. And then after the charter, we did a letter and went on advocacy. It attracted the attention of government, and then they came and they saw the state of disrepair of this road. Eventually, because of the effort, government has come and is presently working on this road, and this road is near completion. This is how we, for Nongokumeko Tefia, no sit down look.
Dab. Yes. One day as I the dab they go. Now I see my neighbor on top electric pole. Don't be how my hold so. Before. So climb every day. Come on electric bill. You not gree pay.
Waiting concern you for there. I beg you. Come over here.
Okay, oh. I don't talk my own. As I dab reach house. Yay! Fire! Fire! My brand new flat screen.
Hold up.
Waiting concern you for there. I beg you. Come over here.
Government property, now my property. If you don't come down now, I go report.
Don't be only report. Now report card.
Dab. Yes.
Sunana Yakubu, amma an fi sani na da Yaks. Abu mafi mahimmanci shine har yanzu muna zaune da ƙwayar cutar polio a ƙasar mu. Wasu sun san digon rigakafin polio, wato digo biyu da ake bada na baki. Wasu kuma ba su san da haka ba. Wasu suna tunanin wannan digo guda biyu sau ɗaya kawai ya wadatar. Shin digo biyu ya wadatar? Bari mu bincika. Yaya aiki?
Lafiya kalau.
Digon mai guda biyu kawai zai isa soya kosai?
Ba zai isa ba.
To, ta ce ba zai isa ba. Ina zuwa. Na gode. Shin za ki amfani da digon nono guda biyu kawai ki dama fura?
A'a ba zai yiwu ba gaskiya. Saboda nonon ne yake taimakawa wurin dama furan.
Na gode. Tambaya nake, shin digon ruwa biyu kawai zai isa hada shayi?
Ai ba zai yiwu hada ruwa da shayi da digon ruwa biyu ba. Dalili kuwa ai ba zai isa mutum ba. dole sai ya kai kaman kofi ɗaya.
Barka da.
Barka gare.
Da Allah tambaya nake so yi.
Allah ya sa na sani.
Shin digon man fetur guda biyu digon man fetur guda biyu zai isa ya sa wannan mashin aiki?
A'a ba zai sa shi aiki ba gaskiya.
Dalili fa?
Saboda ai bai wadace shi ba.
Haba.
Kwarai da gaske.
To nan ina zaka?
Dan je nan bayani.
Da Allah bari in bi ka. Allah bai na wani.
Lafiya lau.
Kwayan gishiri biyu kadai. Shin zai isa ya sa naman nan daɗi?
A gaskiya ba zai isa ya sa naman nan daɗi ba. Sai an ɗan sa gishirin da yawa tukuna sannan a haɗa sannan ya garwaye naman har ya yi daɗi.
Na gode. Kuma yadda muka je, ɗigo biyu kawai bai sa ya wadatar da wani abu mai ma'ana ba. Haka ma ɗigon rigakafin polio. Dole ne yaro ko yarinya su samu ɗigo biyu akai-akai na rigakafin polio. Wannan ɗigo biyu akai-akai shi zai wadatar wajen kare yaro ko yarinya daga kamuwa da cutar koko kowace irin cutar polio.
Most of the arts productions here are masterpieces by the staff members of Fine and Applied Arts Department, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. The exhibition was part of the activities that were meant to herald the school convocation ceremony. Dr. Tochukwu explains how painstakingly she worked on these installations that took several months to realize.
The title of the works, they are actually installation arts. So two of them, you call them one work. The title of the work is Identity. Whom do you think you are? I try to express myself as a female artist. That's why I use the female dummies to express myself, using unusual materials to create something that will stand for installation arts and in fashion. Here I used artificial hair or synthetic hair. After the weaving, I tried to assemble one after the other, and all together they've formed a unit. In the other one, I used pieces of fabrics, tied them with pebbles inside, and also form the installation, making them a unit.
They say it's nothing new,
You will find someone soon. Get up, get dressed, you're going out. You're gonna get him off of your mind. I don't think they tell the truth. I won't forget you, but maybe time and everyday life will suppress your memory. But I am reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. But I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. And when you hear this song, you'll know it's you I'm singing about. Don't freak out, keep your cool, it just takes me a little longer to get over all those beautiful words and all your selling points. But your nonchalance tells me to kick rocks. I'm confused cause love's become a metaphor for everything but what it should stand for. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all those selling points. But I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. When I fly around the world, I'm always sure to make a stop in that airport where you work. Should I give you a call? And let you know that I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. And if I'm being honest, I'd say my heart's in Pennsylvania.
Welcome, oh. This is a pleasant surprise. I don't know, say you dey come. How village?
It is coming again.
Where your slippers? Fast, fast, fast. Mama Ngozi, now what do you want again this evening?
Well, now two things so now they go. Eh? I hope so not be waiting at the tinko. You know, sister, they cook my sweet atang soup. Eh? Or you know they smell as the aroma, they tantalize the whole area.
I don't get your time.
Why you go get my time? Why your picking not gonna do water poo? Shebi, when this boy they small, I be don't tell you, make you go find padlock. Tie that in tiny waist, you not gonna hear me. You see I'm now back.
Ngo, you still don't on top this your padlock matter. You know say levels don't change.
My sister, leave that thing. You dey hear me? Even if level change, you no go ever reach your side. No carry your wahala come meet me this evening, oh. I dey warn you, oh.
Mommy!
I don't blame you. If to say your mama and your papa take that padlock, lock this your mouth, or for hear word. Now wetin dey worry Sunday?
Na water, Popo. But I don't dey give am ORS sharp. I even join am with zinc tablet.
Come, my grandson. You go well, yeah? Yeah? Come.
Drink now.
It's not sweet. I don't want to take.
See, if you take this ORS as they give you, I promise it will make you well before your birthday. You want to enjoy your birthday? Mama, you get something you define. I just dey ask because I see you there.
Now you get this house, I been at my son's sisters get her.
No, I just dey wonder say.
Mind your own business. Anyway, the last time where I come, I been forget your husband picture. The time we be small picking. I don't find him for village. I don't see him. I say make I come check him here.
Okay, some picture there for wardrobe. I go bring and make you for check. But Mama, I'm surprised say you never asked of your son sister so. Have you not two don't talk before you come?
My eye blind, she. I know she say sisters not there for house since I come. I know they go anywhere. I go there here until sisters come back, come meet me here.
This is a road. Our road. The road used to be good. Now, the road is not so good.
Come on for road now.
We tried to manage the road like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. In the next 5 minutes, I will be there.
Some of us didn't even care. But there are other options. We can solve our problems by taking action. Our government can work better when we play our part. It's not your job to manage it. It's your job to talk about it. Get involved.
A popular saying in Nigeria goes that at the time a cockerel matures, it begins to crow to tell the world the time of day. This makes a crucial premise for all of us who have come of age, the youths, to lend our voices to a nation set to flip a new page, like the chance to vote and be voted for, whether being a youth, a woman, or a person with disability, and to do this in unity. And to anyone who hasn't been confident enough to exercise these rights, I beg, step out of the dark and come into the light. I mean, your participating in the electoral process is significant, a moment to behold, like that cock crowing in the morning to tell about a difference. No sit down look. Do something that will count today and be in tomorrow's books. The elections are coming. Register for and get your voter's card, your power card. As a citizen, and especially as a young lady or lad, lend your voice, use your voice, talk, say, and tell the world the time of day.
See you, if we not talk, nothing will change. See, don't look government, inna the rain again. Start or join group to solve problems for your community.
To, da kai da ke da ita da shi da kowa nake so na yi magana da. Me ke faruwa? Kana son karuwa ga ka zaune bakin rijiya amma kana jin ishin ruwa? Gangan jikin siyasa. In ta dangwala ka dangwala na dangwala. Ina amfanin ana yi ba da kai ba? A turancin Najeriya to an gaya maka. No sit down look. Kana sit down kana looking komai na ƙara lalacewa? Ina ka ga daman ƙorafi? Da masu jini a jika ake yi, watan matasa. Kwankwasa a buɗa ki shige, dago ka shaki iska ko kalime, da ƙyar ka sha yafi da ƙyar aka kama ka. No sit down look. Matasa ke siyasa. Yin rajista, karɓi katin zaɓe, yana da amfani ƙwarai kwa.
No sit down look.
No sit down look.
No sit down look.
Make una no sit down look oh.
Most of us productions here are masterpieces by the staff members of Fine and Applied Arts Department, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. The exhibition was part of the activities that were meant to herald the school convocation ceremony. Dr. Tochukwu explains how painstakingly she worked on these installations that took several months to realize.
The title of the works, they are actually installation arts. So two of them, you call them one work. The title of the work is Identity. Whom do you think you are? I try to express myself as a female artist. That's why I use the female dummies to express myself, using unusual materials to create something that will stand for installation arts and in fashion. Here I used artificial hair or synthetic hair. After the weaving, I tried to assemble one after the other, and all together they've formed a unit. In the other one, I used pieces of fabrics, tied them with pebbles inside, and also form the installation, making them a unit.
They say it's nothing new, you will find someone soon. Get up, get dressed, you're going out, you're gonna get him off of your mind. I don't think they tell the truth, I won't forget you, but maybe time and everyday life will suppress your memory. But I am reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. And when you hear this song, you'll know it's you I'm singing about. Don't freak out, keep your cool, it just takes me a little longer to get over all those beautiful words and all your selling points. But your nonchalance tells me to kick rocks. I'm confused cause love's become a metaphor for everything but what it should stand for. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all those selling points. I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. When I fly around the world, I'm always sure to make a stop in that airport where you work. Should I give you a call? You know that I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. And if I'm being honest, I'd say my heart's in Pennsylvania.
This is a road. Our road. The road used to be good. Now, the road is not so good.
Come on for road now.
We tried to manage the road like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. In the next 5 minutes, I will be there.
Some of us didn't even care. But there are other options. We can solve our problems by taking action. Our government can work better when we play our part. It's not your job to manage it. It's your job to talk about it. Get involved.
A popular saying in Nigeria goes that at the time a cockerel matures, it begins to crow to tell the world the time of day. This makes a crucial premise for all of us who have come of age, the youths, to lend our voices to a nation set to flip a new page, like the chance to vote and be voted for, whether being a youth, a woman, or a person with disability, and to do this in unity. And to anyone who hasn't been confident enough to exercise these rights, I beg, step out of the dark and come into the light. I mean, your participating in the electoral process is significant, a moment to behold, like that cock crowing in the morning to tell about a difference. No sit down look. Do something that will count today and be in tomorrow's books. The elections are coming. Register for and get your voter's card, your power card. As a citizen, and especially as a young lady or lad, lend your voice, use your voice, talk, say, and tell the world the time of day.
My name is Ufon Sunday Essien. I'm an indigenous of Nongokumeko Odetefia here in Ikonoluku government area. The road on which I'm standing, that's the Nongokum Road, that leads to the newly upgraded Akwa Ibom State College of Arts and Technology. This road has been in a very horrible state even before I was born. So that is how we invited the different segments of this community, talking about the men, the women, the youth, and persons living with disability. In that meeting, we developed a charter, which is a document that tried to capture all the issues in our community. And then after the charter, we did a letter and went on advocacy. It attracted the attention of government, and then they came and they saw the state of disrepair of this road. Eventually, because of the effort, government has come and is presently working on this road, and this road is near completion. This is now how we, for Nongokumeko Odetefia, no sit down look.
The statistics for the incidence of autism around the world is a staggering 1 in every 68 new births. In a country whose population grows by 2.5% each year, we can estimate that about 70,000 children born in 2017 alone will be diagnosed to be on the autism spectrum by their 3rd birthdays in 2020. Adding to a similar number of cases diagnosed each year before that. There is no known cause or cure for autism, but by creating awareness and building advocacy, we can improve legislation, conditions, and opportunities for children and families on the autism spectrum. This animated drama series is one of such interventions that we believe can make a difference. Happy viewing.
Hello, my name is Chibi and I am 8 years old and I live in Abuja, Nigeria. A few years ago, I discovered that my older sister Chubu is on the autism spectrum. For a long while, we never really got along. She would sit by herself, throw tantrums when she didn't like something, refuse to join me to play, and even get away with her bad behavior without getting scolded or punished by daddy and mommy. I am not sure I like her the way a sister should until I started to ask questions about her. And daddy, mommy, and other adults started to explain more about autism to me. The biggest thing I learned that helped me understand autism and now get along and love my sister is that she sometimes behaves this way because of autism and not because she is naughty or unfriendly. Let me show you what I mean. Chubu, please stop jumping. Oh daddy, please can you tell Chubu to stop jumping?
Chubu, please stop jumping. Look at daddy and calm down. Daddy said you should calm down.
Calm down.
You see, Chibi, to help your sister, You have to maintain eye contact with her when speaking. She is jumping because she is overstimulated from watching TV for so long. Let's sit together and read a book. Please switch off the TV. You know, you shouldn't watch TV for more than 2 hours at a stretch.
Okay, Daddy. I used to think that Dad and Mom just like to treat Chubu better than me. But after this encounter, I learned that autistic children like Chubu get overstimulated and are too sensitive to light, smells, sound, and flashing pictures like from the TV. So, rather than getting jealous, I need to watch out for things that can overstimulate her and protect her from such things. I am in primary 4 and I have to do lots of homework each night. But Chubu does a lot less work and it's a lot simpler work. I don't understand why my big sister is in primary 1 while I'm in primary 4. Auntie Tessie, why is Chubu in primary 1 while I'm in primary 4? Is it because I am smarter than her?
No, Chibi. Chubu is autistic, and like other autistic children, she learns at a different pace and volume from other children like you. Learning is about being able to pay attention and copy from adults. Because of autism, Chubu doesn't always pay attention and copy, and therefore learns at a slower pace than you. However, with the kind of special teaching she gets at school, she will continue learning, and one day she will get to primary 4 too. Remember how Chubu couldn't even sit still in class a few years ago? Now she can write, spell, and even solve fractions.
That's true. This makes sense. This autism thing isn't that bad. It just requires understanding and the right technique. Chubu, stop crying! Stop crying! What do you want? What do you want? Why would you just answer the question and stop crying? Mommy, why does Chubu not answer? She just keeps crying.
Chibi, Chubu is on the autism spectrum, and children on the autism spectrum like her sometimes are not able to express themselves verbally like you can. Chubu is crying because there's something she doesn't like, but does not know how to express herself. Let's look around and see what it could be. Chubu, look at me. Do you want watermelon?
Yes, watermelon.
So why did you just say so? Let's go and get some watermelon together. And next time, just say watermelon instead of crying. So, I have learned a few things about Chubu and other children on the autism spectrum. I learned that children on the autism spectrum don't learn as quickly as other children, that they are very sensitive to the environment, and that they sometimes do not communicate as verbally as other people do, or find it easy to play with other children. I also learned about what a spectrum is. I now understand that being autistic must be hard for them too, and that with love and support from the family and the rest of the society, children on the autism spectrum like my sister Chubu can do very well in life.
Dab. Yes. One day as I did dab, they go. Now I see my neighbor on top electric pole. Don't be hammer you hold so.
Before, so
climb every day. Come on, electric bill. You not gree pay.
Waiting concern you for there. I beg you, come over here.
Okay, oh. I don't talk my own. As I dab reach house. Yeah! Fire! Fire! My brand new flat screen.
Hold up.
Waiting concern you for there. I beg you, come over here.
Government property, now my property. If you don't come down now, I go report.
No be only report. Now report card.
dab 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 dab. Yes. Dab 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 dab. Yes.
My name is Jane and I am 18, and this is where I hang out with my friends. We are deeply concerned about the problems facing Nigeria, but when it comes to doing something about it, we would rather sit on the fence.
Hold up. Dab 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 dab. Yes. Dab 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 dab. Yes.
Sunana Yakubu, amma an fi sani na da Yax. Abu mafi mahimmanci shine har yanzu muna zaune da ƙwayar cutar polio a ƙasar mu. Wasu sun san digon rigakafin polio, wato digo biyu da ake bada na baki. Wasu kuma ba su san da haka ba. Wasu suna tunanin wannan digo guda biyu sau ɗaya kawai ya wadatar. Shin digo biyu ya wadatar? Bari mu bincika. Yaya aiki?
Lafiya kalau.
Digon mai guda biyu kawai zai isa soya kosai?
Ba zai isa ba.
To, ta ce ba zai isa ba. Ina zuwa. Na gode. Shin za ki amfani da digon nono guda biyu kawai ki dama fura?
A'a, ba zai yiwu ba gaskiya. Saboda nonon ne yake taimakawa wurin dama furan.
Na gode. Tambaya nake, shin digon ruwa biyu kawai zai isa hada shayi?
Ai ba zai yiwu a hada ruwa da shayi da digon ruwa biyu ba. Dalili kuwa ai ba zai isa mutum ba. Dole sai ya kai kaman kofi ɗaya.
Barka da.
Barka gare.
Da Allah tambaya nake so yi.
Allah sa na sani.
Shin digon man fetur guda biyu, digon man fetur guda biyu zai isa ya sa wannan mashin aiki?
A'a, ba zai sa shi aiki ba gaskiya.
Dalili ba?
Saboda ai bai wadace shi ba.
Haba.
Kwarai da gaske.
To nan ina zaka?
Dan je nan bayani.
Da Allah bari bi ka. Allah bai na wani.
Lafiya Allah.
Kwayan gishiri biyu kadai. Shin zai isa ya sa naman nan daɗi?
A gaskiya ba zai isa ya sa naman nan daɗi ba. Sai an ɗan sa gishirin da yawa tukuna, sannan a haɗa, sannan ya garwaye naman har ya yi daɗi.
Na gode. Kuma yadda muka je, digo biyu kawai bai sa ya wadatar da wani abu mai ma'ana ba. Haka ma digon rigakafin polio, dole ne yaro ko yarinya su samu digo biyu akai-akai na rigakafin polio. Wannan digo biyu akai-akai shi zai wadatar wajen kare yaro ko yarinya daga kamuwa da cutar koko kowace irin cutar polio.
La, my name is Femi Anikulapo Kuti. This is just to tell you, beg you, plead with you, don't let anybody lure you into being violent. It's very important for us to have a peaceful elections. We need to think about the future of this country, of our children. We can be a great nation. And the first step is desist from being violent. Let's have a peaceful elections.
See you, if we not talk, nothing will change.
See, don't look government, inna the rain again. Start or join group to solve problems for your community.
To, da kai da ke da ita da shi da kowa nake so na yi magana da. Me ke faruwa? Kana son karuwa ga ka zaune bakin rijiya amma kana jin ishin ruwa? Gangan jikin siyasa. In ta dangwala ka dangwala na dangwala. Ina amfanin ana yi ba da kai ba? A turancin Najeriya to an gaya maka. No sit down look. Kana sit down kana looking komai na ƙara lalacewa? Ina ka ga daman ƙwarafi? Da masu jini a jika ake yi, watan matasa. Kwankwasa a buɗa ki shige, dago ka shaki iska ko ka lime, da ƙyar ka sha yafi da ƙyar aka kama ka. No sit down look. Matasa ke siyasa. Yin rajista, karɓi katin zaɓe, yana da amfani ƙwarai kwa.
No sit down look.
No sit down look.
No sit down look.
Make una no sit down look oh.
Most of the arts productions here are masterpieces by the staff members of Fine and Applied Arts Department, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. The exhibition was part of the activities that were meant to herald the school convocation ceremony. Dr. Tochukwu explains how painstakingly she worked on these installations that took several months to realize.
The title of the works, they are actually installation arts. So two of them, you call them one work. The title of the work is Identity. Whom do you think you are? I try to express myself as a female artist. That's why I use the female dummies to express myself, using unusual materials to create something that will stand for installation arts and in fashion. Here I used artificial hair or synthetic hair. After the weaving, I tried to assemble one after the other, and all together they've formed a unit. In the other one, I used pieces of fabrics, tied them with pebbles inside, and also form the installation, making them a unit.
They say it's nothing new. You will find someone soon. Get up, get dressed, you're going out. You're gonna get him off of your mind. I don't think they tell the truth. I won't forget you, but maybe time and everyday life will suppress your memory. But I am reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. But I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. And when you hear this song, you'll know it's you I'm singing about. Don't freak out, keep your cool, it just takes me a little longer to get over all those beautiful words and all your selling points. But your nonchalance tells me to kick rocks. I'm confused cause love's become a metaphor for everything but what it should stand for. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all those selling points. But I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. When I fly around the world, I'm always sure to make a stop in that airport where you work. Should I give you a call? And let you know that I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. I don't wanna go through life feeling like I left my heart in Pennsylvania. I'm reminded every time I hear our favorite song of your beautiful words and all your selling points. And if I'm being honest, I'd say my heart's in Pennsylvania.
Welcome, oh. This is a pleasant surprise. I don't know, say you dey come. How village?
It is coming again.
Where your slippers? Fast, fast, fast. Mama Ngozi, now what do you want again this evening?
Where una two think so na dey go? Eh? I hope so not be waiting at the think. You know, sister, they cook my sweet atang soup. Eh? Or you know they smell as the aroma, they tantalize the whole area.
I no get your time.
Why you go get my time? Why your pikin no gonna do water poo? Shebi when this boy dey small, I be don't tell you make you go find padlock. Tie that in tiny waist, you no gree hear me. You see I'm now back.
Ngo, you still dey on top this your padlock matter. You know say levels don't change.
My sister, leave that thing. You dey hear me? Even if level change, you no go ever reach your side. No carry your wahala come meet me this evening, oh. I dey warn you, oh.
Mommy!
I no blame you. If to say your mama and your papa take that padlock, lock this your mouth, or for hear word. Now wetin dey worry Sunday?
Na water, Popo. But I don't dey give am ORS sharp. I even join am with zinc tablet.
Come, my grandson. You go well, yeah? Yeah? Come.
Drink now.
It's not sweet. I don't want to take.
See, if you take this ORS as they give you, I promise it will make you well before your birthday. You want to enjoy your birthday?
Mama, I get something you define. I just ask because I see you there.
Now you get this house, I've been at my son's sisters get her.
No, I just wonder say.
Mind your own business. Anyway, the last time I come, I been forget your husband picture. The time we be small picking. I don't find him for village. I don't see him. I say make I come check him here.
Okay, some picture there for wardrobe. I go bring and make you for check. But Mama, I'm surprised say you never ask of your son sister so. Have you not two don't talk before you come?
My eye blind, she. I know she say sisters not there for house since I come. I know they go anywhere. I go there here until sisters come back, come meet me here.
Well done, how business?
I know. How Sunday body?
That now why I come, I come buy some more ORS. I want to keep for house because I don't know when this canteen will happen again.
You be correct, mother.
Thank you. I beg you know any carpenter? My drawer for house spoil, and I dare they lock important things keep. I don't want to make Sunday and his sister spoil them.
I get. I saved the no person number for phone. Make I find out.
The one fall down.
Yeah, this one.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Big girls. Shut you waste bottle water. Your money don't come, I think. Eh?
Now the ORS when I prepared for Sunday last night. I won't do new one this morning.
Why you not just do this one? Eh? Why you dey waste them?
See, the yesterday on no go work again. You must to prepare fresh one every day.
I don't understand.
You want to say as I dey do am? Or you won't go?
Eliza.
You see two of these small container. Now you go turn inside this big one. I go give you 1 liter. Now be the complete quantity. Before you go come put the ORS sachet. This sachet really see here.
Eh? All this wahala. For waiting now. Why you not just give am water drink?
You don't know say the salt inside the water they very important.
Wow, Eliza, the way they advertise this thing, you sure say me self no go begin drink am. Eh? Make my body they fresh like picking them on.
If you like, take am bath. Now you sabi.
Or make I climb roof, go cut zinc, begin chop like corn.
See this woman, no? No wahala. By the time they mama out your property from your leaking roof, no be person go tell you go run corner and go shop, go buy zinc tablet.
Oh, not to cure diarrhea.
No. No be diarrhea messing with that. The zinc tablet na vitamin to help the pikin intestine strong. No be diarrhea medicine at all. You dey watch wetin I dey do so? Go pour this thing carefully. Make sure say you shake am well. See, if you look, you know they see the salt again. Shake am well. Shake.
If you see the thing where my eyes don't see, since why I come here, a good side I come here. I tell you, plenty things.
Mama, I beg, carpenter will come repair the drawer we spoil for inside room. I don't drop 1,000 from top table. Help me give her. Thank you.
What is this to see for that one body safe?
I sure say na juju. She take catch my son's sister.
I believe you, Mama. It don't tell where nobody sees sisters for this water now. That woman if you don't use and do something. In fact, if you don't even take and do ritual.
Now well done. They look for Eliza.
Where your equipment?
My waiting.
Your waiting? I ask you, say where your equipment. You dey talk of your waiting. You well at all? I bet you dey drink kerosene.
I bet my son come make we go. Come make we go. Come. I know say Eliza say make you come repair this drawer where the lock don't spoil. But to get another way she forget to tell you. This one, she don't lose the key. And the important thing where they inside the way she need. She won't make you open them. That way she dey go that her tailor shop for market. You know, say so inside evening she go come back. She say, make I give you 500 naira. But me, I add another 500 naira, making it 1,000. Take.
You take small for that place. What happened?
Guy, I tell you.
What happened? You meet the husband?
Oh boy, this one past meeting the husband. Guy, we go enter Central Market.
Central Market? What did happen for Central Market?
I say Eliza get tolerance shop for there. You know go too hard to find.
Alright, I know.
Sunday don't grow finish. Yeah, fine boy. Your mama did shop, huh? Okay, we'll go stand, man.
Get my pikin down. Sunday, go and play with your friend. Machuku, now what did they find for you? I better come up from my shop.
Eliza, I don't say sorry now. Even God said to forgive person.
You want forgiveness? After 4 years, Abi, I don't forgive you, Tay. Just they come out.
I promise you, which I go tell you, go interest you.
I say, come out from my shop. Abi, here they pay you.
Anyway, Sha, I've been going to your house this afternoon. I met your husband, Mama, for house. She thinks I'll be carpenter. She want make her break one lock for your drawer. That woman, she be get some kind of plans, so you could take care for the woman. No, I don't talk my own.
Waiting concern you, concern waiting they are put for my house. Eh? I better come up from my shop.
I don't tell you. I don't tell you.
Machuku. Now what do you mean by say my mother-in-law they try break my drawer?
Oh, what do you even find in my house? You won't put me for trouble. You don't know say I be married woman.
I know say you be married woman before I carry my legs go your house. And I also know say you don't tell where your husband don't leave, where you never come back house. If you go some kind just for this in a town, you no get the kind just when you go get to here.
I hear. Waiting you say Mama want do. Mama, well done.
Sunday, my pikin. You see they do water poo-poo?
No.
Your mommy give you zinc tablet today?
Yes, my mommy gave me in the shop.
Good. I beg, go close that door. You know, say some people not get dog for their village. They think say here in a hotel for mosquitoes.
Good evening.
Mama, meet my old-time friend, Mama Chuku. That's why you just become carpenter by boss.
That's what I say. See the evil time is about the wonder.
Now, wow. These women don't even want to know who you be. They just assume say you be carpenter.
As I just enter here, they just begin attack me with questions left, right, center.
Where your equipment?
You know, carry your equipment come. What's it be that woman name, self?
Now, Mama got to be that now. Our very own radio Otana.
That woman go look like a person go like trouble, eh?
Tro, you never say anything.
So you mean say after 4 months of your husband to travel, you never hear from him?
Brother, that's why I say I'm the thing even tire myself.
And you know if you caught police?
Police? What the police go do? I beg, I don't get police wahala. I don't get time for police.
Just make sure you stay strong for your children, eh?
So, how for do now? I go stay strong for them.
I come carry Sunday, my son.
You dey Chris.
It's new, it's here. It's premium entertainment for everyone from August 1st. Get popping every day with Ebony Life TV. Mondays are from Nollywood. Tuesdays are for novellas. The Next Generation have a blast on Wednesdays. Thursdays are for drama. Fridays are there to excite you and binge every weekend.
And here we go then.
It's new. It's here. It's premium entertainment for everyone from August 1st. Get popping every day with Ebony Life TV. Mondays are from Nollywood. Tuesdays are for novellas. The Next Generation have a blast on Wednesdays. Thursdays are for drama. Fridays are there to excite you and binge every weekend.
Is it not even better that we have a corrupt man who know what we, the youth of Nigeria, want? Trump, as you are saying, Trump is corrupt. Now he's the best president so far. Look at the economy of USA. When the government, you understand, is afraid of the citizen, there is liberty, love, development. But in a situation whereby the citizen is afraid of the government, that is that tyranny. Nigeria is this is tyranny, era of tyranny. You understand? And you cannot take it away. As far as we Nigerians are concerned, Abacha is one of the best presidents we have, and Obasanjo, you understand? And Obasanjo, all these people are corrupt. So is it not better we even have people who they said is corrupt that will come and solve our problem in this country than people who say that they are sent, that things are not moving? Our economy is shut down, many things is shut down, nothing is working. So what are we now saying?
What we are passing through in Nigeria is in fact is not what we expected. You understand? Even so the Nigerian that voted for, because personally myself I never voted for Buhari for one day. My vote was not casted for him because I know him right from history. When we were in Lagos, then there was a massive unemployment. Then there was no job. People suffer to eat. Then that was why I didn't give him one vote. And I am telling you this one, I am not giving him one single vote. My community is not giving him one single vote.
Forget about people who see themselves as if they are the ones to decide. He said he's not going to vote for Buhari. That is left for him. He cannot say his community will not vote for Buhari because he don't know even his brother, his immediate brother, will like Buhari more than he did. You understand? That is how you think. We must pass through a wilderness to get to the promised land. What PDP has been doing to this country is only God. If you give them that chance again, we will derail. We'll get back to where we have been into. So we better suffer it now and our future restored.
This government came on the promise that they are going to make Nigeria better. And on discovering, they discovered that there are a lot of messes, which to clean up that messes, it will not take 1 or 2 years, or even 3 years, or one single term. That will mean 4 years in government. But I discovered that by giving the government more time, maybe about 8 years or more, we can now start crediting them that yes, they've done this, they've done that. But for the past 3 years of this government, apart from the insecurity that is caused by our own people here in the north central of the Middle Belt extraction, I discovered that yes, this man
is really, and the party is really doing well for our people.
The Buhari government is one of the best government we've witnessed. One, Buhari have plan for our generation yet unborn, and Buhari is one we reserve our voter card for to 2023 before we decide who will enter the villa. Because some of us that bring Buhari there, we are still backing Buhari to 2023, and we are happy with his government. The people, the cabinet of Buhari government is people we want. They are intelligent, they are very intelligent, and they are doing what we want. They are protecting our interests, the interest of our generation yet unborn. And our church, we mobilize people, we urge people, we appeal to you to reserve the voters card and continue with Buhari. Thank you, Nigeria.
Joining us on New Day on People's Television. We're hitting you right and live from this capital city of Abuja, right here in the West African coast of the African sub-region. My name is Pius Samuel, and today I have Lillian Ogazi with me in the studio. Together we'll be extracting some very, very important happenings that have taken place in our country. Between yesterday and this morning, a lot of things have happened, and together with Lillian, we'll be looking at some of the very topical issues that have cropped up. And also, very quickly, we'll be throwing the lines open so that we can also have your own view on two very important topics. You know, very important topics, I can tell you. So when we get to that point, you will see the topic on your screen and the number to call. Lillian, good morning.
A beautiful morning to you, I must say. It's a great morning.
Lillian is a little bit, you know, on the cold side. Lillian is cold, you know.
I'd say I almost got drenched by the rain. I don't know, did it rain where you're coming from? Because it did rain.
Wow.
Yeah, it did rain. I was actually what kept me a little bit. Weather is quite cold this morning. So that some people don't just have mercy on those of us that don't like the AC that much. Well, a beautiful morning to you. Welcome to Tuesday edition of New Day. I am Lillian Ogazi, and like Pius said, we have a whole lot in stock to make your day a memorable one. We have a whole lot to keep you going for the day. So
very true, Lillian.
Stay glued to your TV, and soon our phone lines will be open where we'll get your ideas on things happening in the polity. I have a feeling it's going to be an interesting show today.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be an interesting show because you know, we are all about the people, and we also hope that they will have the opportunity to also speak to us from the other end. Well, very quickly, yesterday, Lillian, while we're, you know, wrapping up the news, you know, because our flagship news is for 8 o'clock, and then news started filtering in that the Inspector General of Police has again invited the Senate President Bukola Saraki to appear before an investigative team as early as 8 a.m. this morning. And the first thing that came to mind was the fact that is our Senate President now a police officer for him to resume at 8 o'clock?
Aside from resuming at 8 o'clock, what are the basis of the invitation?
Yeah, because of his alleged, you know, use the word involvement or closeness with the offer robbers, you know, that were caught some couple of weeks ago.
Nigeria, it's still coming up. I thought all these things were settled. Well,
it's coming up. Politics.
I honestly don't know what to say, but it's still the political state of the country. If the IG has invited the Senate President to appear before an investigative panel, then I think I'll make reference to, hasn't the Senate President been inviting the IG severally to come and appear to answer questions concerning the killings in the country? But I just know he might likely not go. but let's just see it to turn out.
Yeah, let's see how it pans out. But I if I were to be the Senate president, I think I will go
to clear myself.
To clear myself.
Yes.
And there are also stories, especially the one coming from his media aide Yusuf Olaniyan, saying that the purported plan is to keep the Senate president, for the next few days, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. By Thursday or thereabout, the National Assembly will be going on its annual recess, which is going to span for like 2-3 months. And then there are also insinuations that there are going to be mass defection, before the National Assembly goes on recess. So if the plan is, according to Yusuf Olaniyan, is to keep the Senate president for, maybe today and tomorrow, so that he won't be able to attend, plenary session, and then that will not give him the opportunity to defect to another party, back and forth. But if the media aide's, position is anything to go by, I think for me the police is now no longer, carrying out its constitutional responsibility. If you
at this stage, if the media aide's word, I wish we could actually talk to him. But if his word is anything to go by, it has shown that the police have left their duties. Is this what you're supposed to be doing? If something is coming up on the offer robbery, why don't you just hand it over? Yes, you've created an investigative panel. Hand it over to a body that can handle that. I mean, that's why we have the judiciary involved. The case should be taken up and properly handled, and then you will go back to. There are still killings happening. Look at Kaduna Abuja Expressway. Things are happening, and you're placing your attention like at 9. Misplaced priorities in this country is really getting out of hand. You're placing attention on the Senate president on offer robbery. These people are obviously being used as political heads. They are being used to carry out whatever political strategy they have on ground right now. The election is around the corner. Things are happening. If he wants to defect, let him defect. If he doesn't, it doesn't change anything. He might come back and he will still do whatever it is he wants to do at the end of the day. But they should lay their concentration on what is happening, what their major constitutional responsibilities are, and not inviting people here and there and being used as political thugs. That's just my own take on it generally.
Yeah, Lillian, your take is sacrosanct. And then don't forget that even as we speak right now, the report just tricking in says that police have blocked Saraki's convoy. Drama as police block Saraki's convoy. We don't know what that really means as we speak, but let me just see what the details of that report is. So operatives from the Special Anti-Robbery Squad unit of the Nigerian Police on Tuesday morning, talking about a couple of minutes ago, have blocked the convoy of the Senate President Bukola Saraki from leaving his Maitama residence. The stern-looking policemen, it was learned, stormed the residence at about 6 a.m. and prevented vehicles from coming in or going out of the expansive residence of Nigeria's third citizen.
I like the final description, Nigeria's third citizen.
Yeah, so much drama playing out. And as if that is not enough, as we speak, Lillian, the House of the Deputy Senate President, some couple of minutes ago, I learned, has also been surrounded by police officers. Let's just see how that pans out. But okay, it says just in, DSS police occupy Ekwere Madu's house, may arrest him. So if the third and the fourth man are arrested, then I wonder what the fate of the citizens will look like. Reports reaching our sister station now indicates that operatives of the Department of State, DSS and police have barricaded the Apo residence of the Deputy Senate President Ike Ekwere Madu. An aide to Ekwere Madu who confirmed this to our correspondent says that the senior federal legislator might be arrested and detained. If Ekwere Madu is detained, the Senate will not hold its plenary today, because there will be nobody that will be in charge of the sitting. And in the absence of the two presiding officers, Bukola Saraki and Ekwere Madu, the Senate plenary cannot be held. So, is this a political move to to stop the plenary
taking place today.
Oh. Wow. I can't wait to see how this will play out.
I'm telling you.
I really can't wait to see how all of this will play out. We'll just watch. And I'm sure before the end of the show, we'll have more things drop. But we'll always keep you updated. But I can't really wait to see how this will play out. This is a pure political strategy. Whatever their reason is for not wanting him to go to the plenary, it must be really strong for them to go this far and deploy police officers. What's their reason for stopping
Ekweremadu? That's another question.
What actually is their reason for stopping?
If you're stopping the Senate President for robbery,
so
then what are the reasons for stopping the Deputy Senate President? You know,
a reason will come up.
Well, a reason will come up, but if you look at it, it's really painting our country, in bad light. When I was driving to the office, I overheard, from the radio that. One particular country's parliament were raising a motion over the killings in Nigeria.
Wow.
That is to tell you that, the world is watching. People are watching. What will be the, message that we're sending to the international community? We'll see Mr. President travel day in, day out to summits, to Committee of Nations, to conferences across the world, try to talk business people to come establish their business in Nigeria, try to lure international conglomerates to come establish their plants in Nigeria, and we see this kind of things panning out. The white man is a man that doesn't want anything that will make him jittery. And with all of this playing out, the third and the fourth man, being kept, in that situation, I don't think it's nice. That is the house of the Senate President. You can see that he has been barricaded. You can see those police officers, standing and not allowing, him to move, to any point as we speak. It's very, very, it's a little bit disturbing. It's a little bit disturbing, but we just hope that all of this will be for the benefit of the country rather for individual benefit. And you can see someone was trying to pass by, and
they definitely will not allow anyone to pass by.
Definitely did not allow him to do that. But we like what I said, the third and the fourth man are being, let me not use the word that is coming to my head, are being kept.
Really, like, why all these security operatives waiting for just one man, or preventing one man from going to where he is supposed to go to? It's really, the way they are taking this political game is really getting out of hand. And what the painful part is using the security agents who are meant to be protecting lives and properties. That is the painful part. You're using these people to perpetrate such, and then these people are actually being used to perpetrate such acts. I mean, they shouldn't even be here. They should be somewhere deployed protecting lives of citizens, not doing this. As it's really painful.
All right, viewers, you can see that is the house of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki. His house has been barricaded by, security agencies, the DSS and the police, barricading the main entrance. That means that he might not be allowed to move out of his residence this morning. Don't forget that he has also been invited by the police, and he has been asked to come around by 8 a.m. and this is a few minutes to 9. The Senate President is still not, I'm sure he's still at home as we speak, and that is why we're seeing what we're seeing today. So in case you're just joining us, that is the residence of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki. And reports just reaching us also indicates that the residence of the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, has also been barricaded by security agents. So as we speak, both the Senate President and the Deputy Senate President will be able to go out, for for today's plenary, because of what is happening. But for how long this will fly, let's just hope and see what's going to happen. So very quickly, we're going to open the lines now. We'll be flashing that the residence, of the Senate President,
So we want you to react. Let's know what your take is. Security agents, taking over the house of the Deputy Senate President and the Senate President. Let's have that film one more time and see what it looks like. Let's see the people who have taken over the residence of the Senate President. Play that film now. Deji.
The police blocking the Senate President's convoy from leaving his house on Lake Chad Junction. He's about to report to the force headquarters, but then the police have blocked his convoy. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. This is Model Secondary School, Maitama. This is the police blocking the Senate President's convoy from leaving his house on Lake Chad Junction. He's about to report to the force headquarters, but then the police have blocked his convoy.
Is it not even better that we have a corrupt man who know what we, the youth of Nigeria, want? Trump, as you are saying, Trump is corrupt. Now he's the best president so far. Look at the economy of USA. When the government, you understand, is afraid of the citizen, there is liberty, love, development. But in a situation whereby the citizen is afraid of the government, that is that tyranny. Nigeria is this is tyranny, era of tyranny. You understand? And you cannot take it away. As far as we Nigerians are concerned, Abacha is one of the best presidents we have. And Obasanjo, you understand? And Obasanjo, all these people are corrupt. So is it not better we even have people who they said is corrupt that will come and solve our problem in this country than people who say that they are sent, that things are not moving? Our economy is shut down, many things is shut down, nothing is working. So what are we now saying?
What we are passing through in Nigeria is, in fact, is not what we expected. You understand? Even so the Nigerians that voted for, because personally myself, I never voted for Buhari for one day. My vote was not casted for him because I know him right from history. When we were in Lagos, then there was a massive unemployment. Then there was no job. People suffer to eat. Then that was why I didn't vote. I didn't give him one vote. And I am telling you, this one, I am not giving him one single vote. My community is not giving him one single vote.
Forget about people who see themselves as if they are the ones to decide. He said he's not going to vote for Buhari. That is left for him. He cannot say his community will not vote for Buhari because he don't know even his brother, his immediate brother, will like Buhari more than he did. You understand? That is how you think. We must pass through a wilderness to get to the promised land. What PDP has been doing to this country is only God. If you give them that chance again, we will derail. We'll get back to where we have been into. So we better suffer it now and our future restored.
This government came on the promise that they are going to make Nigeria better. And on discovering, they discovered that there are a lot of messes, which to clean up that messes, it will not take 1 or 2 years, or even 3 years, or one single term. That means 4 years in government. But I discovered that by giving the government more time, maybe about 8 years or more, we can now start crediting them that yes, they've done this, they've done that. But for the past 3 years of this government, apart from the insecurity that is caused by our own people here in the north central of the Middle Belt extraction, I discovered that yes, this man is really, and the party is really doing well for our people.
The Buhari government is one of the best government we've witnessed. One, Buhari have plan for our generation yet unborn. And Buhari is one we reserve our voters card for till 2023 before we decide who will enter the villa. Because some of us that bring Buhari there, we are still backing Buhari till 2023, and we are happy with his government. The cabinet of Buhari government is people we want. They are intelligent, they are very intelligent, and they are doing what we want. They are protecting our interests, the interest of our generation yet unborn. And our church, we mobilize people, we urge people, we appeal to you to reserve the voters card and continue with Buhari. Thank you, Nigeria.
All right, welcome back. Like we told you, report just reaching us shows that the residence of the Senate President Bukola Saraki has been besieged by security operatives, and also the residence of the Deputy Senate President has been overtaken by security agents. What could be responsible for this? All right, that's the poster we're sending to you today. Just call the number 090-800,000 52 090-800,052. Just call and let's know what your take is all about. Don't forget, we told you that the Senate President was invited yesterday by the police for him to come answer some more questions as it relates to, the offer robbery. But same time yesterday in the evening, the media aide to the Senate President, Yusuf Olaniyono, also came out to say that the ploy by the police is to forestall the defection plan by the legislators, which is supposed to take place between now and Thursday. And he said that no matter what happens, that will not stop the move. And he also said that there are plans that the Senate President should be kept, for the next 2-3 days. All right, we're expecting to know what your take is on what is on the screen. Senate and Deputy President residence besieged by security agents. What is your take? I think we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hello. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we lost that call. All right, please put your call through. Let's know what your take is ahead of the 2019 election or ahead of the planned defection by some lawmakers, like the spokesman to the Senate President has said that there are plans to stop the defections, and maybe, according to him, this could be one of the plans. But the Senate President, like I said, has been invited by the police to come and give further clarification on the offer robbery that happened yesterday evening. And this morning, some of our correspondents that went out, to see what exactly is happening, came back and told us that the residence of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, has been taken over by security agents, and also the residence of the Deputy Senate President. And the implication of this is that, okay, I think we have a caller. Hello, good morning, thanks for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Hello. 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 Okay, I think we lost that call
But please just keep trying. The network is not all that friendly, but keep trying until you get through. Now, Lillian, the 2019 build-up is coming with a whole lot of drama, you know, and the drama will keep unfolding until we get to the point of voting in 2019. But some things that we are seeing right now, you know, really calls for a whole lot of caution, especially as it relates to our politicians in this part of the world.
True. Well, the drama is expected. It's election, for crying out loud. For every election that comes up, there's always a drama attached to it. But I think this is probably the worst I've seen. Do I say the worst? I don't know, but this is the first time I'm really being serious and wanting to get to know what is happening and saying, okay, I must vote this year and all of that. And I'm really being involved and seeing what is happening. Formerly, I just, well, whatever is happening, let it happen. I don't really care. But now it's like watching it all happen. It's more like these are people that were together, formally having an alliance and coming together to do something. And at the end of the day, because of where your area of interest was lying before, you're no longer having something to gain from it, you're moving somewhere else. Well, when you were moving there initially, you had a feeling that was where your interest lied. And now you're moving somewhere else because your interest is no longer there anymore. So you find friends becoming foes and foes becoming friends, all because of power tussle. That's just what I'm seeing happening in Nigeria. Power tussle, the greed of the Nigerian leaders, they are not stepping down, they are not letting go of power. That is just what is happening. Greed of Nigerian and African leaders generally. Let go. If your tenure is done, let go and move. Just don't kill yourself because of a power tussle. It doesn't, it's I don't know, maybe I'm being too emotional about it right now, but it's really sad knowing that probably these people have families that are also not safe, you know, in as much as we're angry at them and, okay, why don't you leave, with the whole drama happening, things, people are dying here and there, the drama is just too much. It's your, how safe is your family at the end of the day? So they should think of that before they think of struggling for, today Saraki is being probably locked up in his house or something, they're not allowing him going away, same as the Kwame Madu. Tomorrow you hear another story coming up that, oh, the president has done this or the president has been summoned for this. Next tomorrow you hear killings, and that day you hear governors saying this and that. I mean, it's really too much drama for
okay, Lillian, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Kaduna.
Okay. What's your name, please?
Hello, good morning. I'm calling you from Kafanchan.
Okay, please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Benga.
What's happening presently is undemocratic in the set of a democratic setup. In the setup of a democratic government, an elected officer in person of the president being the third in command, and the deputy senate president fourth in command, sending security agents intimidating the opposition group. During their own tenure was not done to them in the same way. The international community, I think it's the right time for them to come in and save the Democrats in the Nigerian setup.
Okay, don't you think the Senate president, because according to the IG, he was invited to come and give more clarification on the offer robbery and then those guys that were arrested. Do you think that is part of the plan, you know, to have him testify?
If you have not on somebody and you have invited him, then you wait for him. If he did not respond, then you send the security agents to bring him forth. Boy, the invitation has extended to him by 9 o'clock. He should report, and it's not yet 9. You have set up the security agent to corridor his house. They send the president. What has he done too?
All right, you know the implication of all of this, because the house of the Deputy Senate President, Ike Kwame has also been taken over by security agents. And if both men are not allowed to go out today to carry out their constitutional responsibility, which is taking charge of plenary today in the Senate. That means there are likelihood that the Senate might not be sitting or having their session today. And also the media aide to Saraki also said yesterday night that these are plans to stop the planned defection of some lawmakers to other parties. Do you see all of this playing out together?
Exactly, that's exactly what is happening. But during the PDP have never stopped any member of the PDP from defecting to PDP to any other party of his choice. The Senate President, if the APC have not been justified, he has the right to change the party. So everybody has his freedom. If he thinks being in the APC is not fair and just to him, he has the right to change to any political party of his choice. That's his own freedom. That's why the Constitution that everybody has freedom of choice.
Right, Benga, thank you very much.
I think what the government are doing now is not fair.
Okay. Right, Benga, thank you very much for calling all the way from Kafanchan. How is Kafanchan this morning?
Kafanchan is very okay. It's only raining.
All right, thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
And you too.
All right. Right, that's Benga from Kafanchan in Kaduna State. He has told us exactly what he feels about, what is happening. But as we speak, the house of the Senate President and the Deputy Senate President has been taken over by security agents. We hope that, the needful will be done so that at least it will not affect, their constitutional role, which is, presiding over, plenary as we speak.
To an extent, I'll key into what Benga just said. He said, you invited him over. Why don't you allow him come first before you send?
Or not to come.
Or not to come before you send. It's barely past 8 and then you're besieging his apartment.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Hello. Hello, good morning. Thomas.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Thomas, thank you. Please turn down the volume of your TV set, please.
It's already down.
Okay, so go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, in fact, what is happening, I don't really understand. Senate President number 3 in the country will invite IG, and even before he leaves the house, become a control with the house. Is he done anywhere in the country? Anywhere in the world? Where are we heading to? This is to need dictatorship.
Yeah, well, with you. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yes, it's a real dictatorship. This man should allow democracy to trade in this country. He has the right to go to any party of his choice. Is it a must? Somebody win an election? If he believes, he has credibility and Nigeria accepts him, then we should allow them to go so that he tries.
Okay, how do you think this is going to affect our democracy? Because don't forget that the police also invited the Senate President to come give explanation on, the offer robbers that were caught some couple of weeks ago, and now they're asking him to come and explain further, on his involvement with those guys. Do you think it's part of the whole game plan?
How can you invite Senate President to give explanation on what he know about?
Okay.
How much was in that bank? They are talking of a book. How much do they have of a bank? If what is he and his position, we should respect his office. We should respect his office. Police is inviting me to come to do what? If this is the idea that they invite, I will not even come. The whole Senate of Nigeria will invite IG, he will not come. IG is inviting someone to come and meet him 8 o'clock. It's not done.
All right, Thomas.
It's not done. This man should go back and carry his uniform.
All right, Thomas. Yeah, we are with you. Thank you very much for calling all the way from Lokoja this morning. Thomas is, literally angry.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not just too happy with the situation on ground. but we just hope that the needful will be done. Like I said, for every step that should be taken, the national interest should supersede
first, yes.
personal interest or political party interest and all of that. So I just hope that those that are in authority will see that and then ensure that they do the needful. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ehijene is right there at the Senate President's residence. So in a couple of minutes we're going to hook up with him so that he can give us a true picture and a situation report of what is happening at that point. You know, so we'll still throw the lines open so that you can still make your contribution. But if the Senate does not sit today because of what is playing out, then it pegs a question around the fact that what is going to happen to other lawmakers. Now, it also brings to mind the fact that can both of them be impeached? Yes, these are some of the questions that will come to mind, because if all this is playing out and the leadership is no longer available to carry out the proceedings of the National Assembly or the Senate, then there are a lot of political questions that will come to mind. What happens to the lawmakers? What happens to their constitutional responsibility, which is to sit and come up with laws and all of that? What happens to the fact that their office is vacant, because of their alleged arrest or their alleged detention, so to speak, or house arrest, so to speak? What happens in all of this? If you lay them on the table, there are a lot of things that might just come to mind. But we don't know. Once we hook up with our correspondent who is right there at the residence of the Senate President, we will be able to know exactly what's happening with that. But do you see all of this playing out?
Laying everything on the table this bare now. My mind didn't even go to the part of can both of them be impeached. But laying everything there on the table now, there's so many routes to point out to where this thing is leading to at the end of the day. But another thing that still came to my mind is, if the third citizen of this country would be treated this way, then what is going to be the fate of other? First of all, we saw what happened to Dino with the security agents, and they were like, okay, it's to be handled, but why would the senator be treated like that? But now this is the number 3 citizen of the country being held hostage in his own home by security agencies. What is the way forward? What is really happening in this country? What level of power have been given to the security agents? That's what we need to know. That's another side to it. Well, let's just...
Now, also, a report just coming in says that the Senate shut down as security agencies laid siege on presiding officers' homes. Security agents on Tuesday barricaded the residences of the presiding officers of the Senate. Our correspondent learned that security operatives besieged the Maitama Abuja residence of the Senate President Bukola Saraki as early as 7 a.m. and blocked his convoy as he was set to honor the police invitation at the force headquarters. Now, this is a different angle to the story. He was, according to this story now, he was prepared to honor the police invitation, and now you are blocking him. So who is against the law and who is for the law? We've seen over and again where the Senate President says, I am willing to appear, just invite me and I'll be there. I don't have anything to hide. And now, according to this report, he is ready to go out and honor the invitation, and all of a sudden everywhere has been blocked. So who is...
What are they actually inviting him for? Is he actually for the offer robbery?
It's for the offer robbery.
Or they don't want him to actually go to plenary? It's beginning to look like they don't want him to go to plenary today.
So I think for me, if this story is anything to go by, then there are a whole lot of game plan.
Of course.
Because if you invite him, this story says he was ready to move out, to honor the invitation.
No, it's obvious that they didn't want him to go for the invitation, because when the reports came in of them besieging his apartment, that was some minutes past 8. He was invited by 8. So for them to block his apartment by some minutes past 8, you are not even giving the opportunity to either say he's not coming or not come at all, or not show up at all. So from this, what I get was he was actually ready to go, and you blocked his apartment. So why invite him and not let him go?
It's a big question. Please, you can call and react if you are watching us live, we are reaching you from the city center, Abuja. And as we speak, the residence of the Senate President Bukola Saraki and his deputy, Ike Ekweremadu, has been taken over by security agents. And don't forget, today is Tuesday, and it's a day for, the plenary session. So if both men are blocked and not allowed to go out, that means there are likelihood that plenary might not hold today. So what does that portend to our democracy? What does that portend to our security, even as citizens? You might just wake up in the morning and you see some
security agents. That's why I said it's a little scary, because if this kind of thing can be happening to the lawmakers and the third citizen of the country,
the fourth citizen of this country, then you and I will start jogging.
Because if they can treat these ones like this, then I'm probably sure I don't even know what to say right now.
Let's not say anything. Simultaneously, a combined team of police, DSS, and EFCC also stormed the Apo. Okay, I think we have a phone. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hello. Hello, good morning. Okay. Yeah, we lost that call. Please do put a call through. Let's know what your take is. Security agencies have taken over the residence of the Senate President Bukola Saraki and the Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. And don't forget, yesterday the Senate President was invited by the police for further investigation into the offer robbery. And in the evening also, the spokesman of the Senate President, Yusuf Olaniyan, came out to say that these are all plans to, stop the planned defection of some senators, from the ruling party to other parties. But is this exactly what is playing out? Because if both men are, as we speak, hindered from carrying out their constitutional responsibility, there are likelihood that plenary session in the Senate might not hold today. And thinking aloud, and I know that you're also thinking, are you also seeing this as a plan, as a game plan to impeach both men? We don't know which side the pendulum will be swinging towards, but we are just here trying to x-ray all of the angles and all of the possibilities in all of this. So what's your take on that? And that's why we have the phone lines open for you to air your view, but you should try as much as you can not to be out of the box, out of the box. All right, so I was saying that simultaneously a combined team of police, DSS, and EFCC also stormed the Apo legislative quarters of the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, who is expected to preside at the Senate in the absence of Saraki. That's exactly what I was talking about. The special advisor to the Deputy Senate President, Uche Anichukwu, confirmed the development in a chat with newsmen. He said the operatives from the DSS, EFCC, and some policemen in their scores have barricaded the residence of Senator Ike Ekweremadu at his Apo legislative quarters. At this
point in time, I'm actually going to agree to the fact that there's a fishy ploy going on, because if from what you've just read now, the Senate President was ready to honor the invitation and he was being stopped, and the Deputy Senate President, who has nothing to do with this, is also being stopped, then there's definitely something going on.
And the Deputy Senate President is from the opposition.
Exactly.
So what exactly is going on?
There's something, it's beyond the invitation. Right now, all I see is our security agencies being used as political thugs, being used to carry out political activities, which is not supposed to be so. But like you said, we don't know where the pendulum will swing to us. We might, at the end of the day, we realize that, the plenary actually did hold, and the Senate President found his way there, or the Deputy President found their way there, and then we'll get the true report at the end of the day. But I really can't wait to watch this play out. Meanwhile, while we're waiting to watch this play out, please call in. Let's get your opinion on all of this.
Yeah, just go ahead, and then in a couple of minutes we'll be having the SA Media to the Deputy Senate President Uche Anichukwu, who will be giving us, some insight into what is happening at the residence of the number 4 man of Nigeria. Sometimes when you look at all of this, you just look at it and say these are all political dramas and all of that. Okay, we have Timothy from Niger State. Hello, Timothy. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, I just want to contribute on what I'm saying now.
All right, go ahead, Timothy.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, Timothy, please turn down the volume of your TV set, please.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. But ensure you turn down the volume of your TV set.
Yes, I just a political awareness on that.
Okay.
Yes, because of this is a Senate president about here and Deputy Senate President, and just as you said, that is what I'm saying. They called him to come, and at the end of the day, they blocked him. So that means the activities will not go on today. So I felt it's both political, it's being politicized. I don't know, because that is not how it's supposed to be. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, and the IG, I don't know the person that is the IG between the Senate. I don't know. They are just playing the public. They should do. My own opinion is that they should do the right thing that is supposed to be done for Nigerians. They should stop playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Timothy, all the way from Niger State. Timothy says that they should do what Nigerians expect, and they should stop, playing politics and playing their games at the expense of you and I. All right, Timothy, that's your take and that's your thought. We appreciate you for stopping by to drop your candid opinion. Like we were saying, that we will have the SA Media to the Deputy Senate President, Uche Anichukwu, to give us more insight into what exactly is happening at the residence of the Deputy Senate President. But like we said, the number 3 man and the number 4 man are under arrest, so to speak, because if I'm not allowed to move freely, that means I'm under arrest. So house arrest. Yeah, house arrest. So the number 3 man, Bukola Saraki, the Senate President, and the number 4 man, the Deputy Senate President, are currently under house arrest. So we can freely say that, because that is exactly what is happening.
You're not allowing them to move, and then you're keeping massive security agents at their doorstep. So that's exactly what it is. They are under house arrest.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for us to confirm from Uche Anichukwu to really know the situation of things and know why the Deputy Senate President is being held.
He's been held. All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, thank you for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Okay, Uche, thank you for joining us this morning. Hello, Uche. Hello, Uche.
Hello?
Hello, Uche. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hello. Okay, I think we lost him. Uche Anichukwu is the media aide to the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu. So we just hope that we'll reconnect back and hear what the true situation is. All right, Uche Anichukwu will hope to have him back online for further clarification on what is happening.
And first-hand information.
Yeah, first-hand information. So Nigerians, wherever you're watching from, the number 3 man and the number 4 man are under house arrest. So we just hope that you would drop by and then let's know what your take is. If people of that capacity can, be brought down to this very, very low level, then I wonder what is going to happen to the rest of us. Fine, we are not saying that they are above the law. Nobody is above the law. We know that too well. The law is, the law supersedes every individual, including the president.
True.
But when you start seeing, areas where, some things are happening. Okay, I think we have Emmanuel on the line. Hello, Emmanuel.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Emmanuel. Where are you calling us from?
Abuja again.
From Abuja?
Yeah, from Abuja. Okay. I want to start this way.
Go ahead.
Okay. The truth is this. It is unfortunate in a country like Nigeria at this peak. Are you hearing me?
We are together.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now, we are in democracy. Last that was invited this morning concerning the robbery trend, and only for the Secretary of Ethics to surround himself and the House of the Senate President as well. It is most unfortunate that we are running a tyranny. This is pure dictatorship and military government in democracy. It is most unfortunate. People say police will do the right thing. They have never done the right thing from the beginning, and they are still in the office. I pray that God will help this country. This is total dictatorship, and it is uncalled for. It is most unfortunate that things like this are still happening. The mistakes was ever made in this country by bringing these people to power. I hope one day the people will do the right thing, and the right thing will continue to happen in this country.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel, for that, your position. Thank you for finding our time to stop by. Thank you very much. Well, Emmanuel is of the school of thought that what we're experiencing is total dictatorship and all of that, military rule. But where I can tell him that we are not actually in a military rule. Maybe we have some element of military touch in a democratic setting.
Exactly. That's where he's referring
yeah,
to.
you cannot really take it off, totally. We've seen situations where, in some other climes, the president can just decide to do or take some drastic measures. But not here. What we're saying right now, it's a little bit above board. But what we're saying before Emmanuel's call came in was the fact that nobody is above the law.
True.
Nobody is above the law, and we are not disputing that fact.
We are not disputing the fact that nobody is above the law. And then Saraki Rada has agreed to that. And for the fact that he has always come out to say, invite me and I will defend myself, shows that he knows he himself is not above the law. But where it is now beginning to look like a flaw on their part, because like it or not, Saraki is in the right side. He's ready to come and talk about the offer robbery. He's ready to defend himself and all of that because he knows he's not above the law. Now, we are glad that that is established, that nobody's above the law. We are glad that that fact has been established, that no matter the position you're holding in the country, you can still be called upon to defend yourself and like judiciary and all of that, you could still be called upon because no one is above the law. That fact has actually been established using Saraki as an instance. But now there's a flaw on the part of the security agents because it is now obvious that there's something not right about the IG first of all for doing this. He was actually coming out to honor your invitation. Why stop him? If you really, really wanted him to honor your invitation, why stop him? Is the invitation a major reason why you're using this as an opportunity to stop him from going to? It's more like you didn't have any other thing to use against him other than that. So if this is your reason, then let him honor the invitation, defend himself, and go home. But then why stop him from actually coming to honor your invitation? I wish we could actually ask that question to him himself. Let's know what is happening. Yeah, let's know exactly what is happening. And if that question is anything to go by, or if the answer to that question will come, you and I know exactly what it's going to be like. All right, we have another caller. Hello, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Hello, my name is Dahiru State. Your name is what? Dahiru Ali from Katsina State.
Okay, from Katsina State. Dahiru, go ahead.
We have for Nigerians that nobody is above the law. And I think there's no any problem for the IG to call anybody in this country. So I'm very happy that nobody is above the law. That's my contribution.
Okay, Salihu, all the way from Katsina State. Now, do you think that all this is healthy for our democracy, having known that the police invited Bukola Saraki yesterday to appear this morning, but this morning they just went to his house and barricaded his house while he was preparing to honor the invitation of the police? Don't you think there are undertones, either politically or otherwise?
There is already an issue about that. So there's no problem for IG to call anybody.
Okay. Yes. All right, Salihu, thank you very much for calling all the way from Katsina. So, Salihu, are you still there? Hello.
No, I'm not just someone.
Yeah, Salihu. Dahiru. Yes. Let me divert a little. Can you tell us about what is the present state of those people that were affected by the rainstorm some couple of days ago? What is happening right now? Is Katsina State calm?
When the rain fell, I was there in Judea. I was working in DGSS Judea.
Okay.
I was there. Okay. Many people died there. Many people died.
Many people died. So has NEMA been able to come up with relief materials for the affected victims?
our governor try a lot, and even Osinbajo has been there.
Okay. Okay, Dari, like you've said now, what we want to know is what is the current situation now? Have these two been taken care of? Have repairs been made? And then have measures been put in place for this not to occur again? Currently, what is the current situation there?
And the current situation is that I went to the camp. The people are living in one primary school.
Okay.
And they are giving them food, everything. They are taking care of them.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Dairu, all the way from Katsina State. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah. That's Dairu. Dairu says no one is above the law, and that's exactly our position, you know, why we're trying to give our own analysis of the whole drama that is unfolding this morning. Nobody is above the law, neither the president or the deputy president or the Senate president or his deputy. But what we're looking at also is the fact that if I am being invited, I think I should be given that prerogative, that opportunity to show up and defend myself, rather than, you know, you confining me within the precinct of my residence. I don't think that's a healthy development. I don't know, but I believe that Nigerians will be able to tell us exactly what they feel, and that is why we are throwing the lines open this morning. We have the film, you know, or the footage of, you know, the residence of the Senate president, you know, that has been barricaded or that has been cordoned off by security agents. I hope our engineers will ensure that that is on the screen so that the people will see exactly what we are talking about. But looking at it from another perspective, because if you look at it from the individual perspective, I think it's also going to give a whole lot of credence to the argument when you look at it from the national perspective, because like I said earlier on, the National Assembly is saddled with the responsibility of enacting laws and all of that. If today is out of the equation, that means today there won't be plenary for the Senate. And I know the National Assembly, for one thing, there is always room for solidarity. All right, the House of Rep members might just get into the chamber and, in solidarity with their Senate counterparts, call off today's plenary. So that is to tell you that today is outrightly or probably going to be a waste, you know, for our national life. Either we like it or not, because either we like it or not, there are motions that could come up that could benefit you and I. Yes. There are bills that might be needed to be transmitted to the executive for assent. There might be other orders, you know, that might come up that will be of national benefit to, you know, the nation. But if today is out of the equation, then I am scared for my country.
You know, like our first caller said, he said, I think it's the second caller, one of them, he said, whatever it is they are doing should not affect the life of regular Nigerians.
Yeah, sorry, I think we have Emmanuel calling back from Apo. Hello, Emmanuel, thanks for stopping by one more time.
Good morning once again. My phone went off earlier.
Okay, go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yes, as I was saying.
Yeah.
Somebody just called not too long after I called.
Okay.
Nobody is above the law based on the topic you discussed now.
Yeah, that's Dahiru from Katsina.
To take our minds back to see some development that took place in the country a few months back. Our IG was, you know, the arrest or ordered invitation to these people who have been kept at home this morning was someone that took them to the Senate, but he refused to come. What was that? They is still the IG. But like I was saying, this hide and seek game will not take this country anywhere. And I want to believe that until urgent is done, it will come to a point where there will be no hide and seek for anybody in this country. We must not continue to hide truth for long. What we see in Nigeria now is so-called sincere people who live the hypocrisy. Now, you extended an invitation to a law-abiding citizen of Nigeria, for that matter, who has always offered himself for anything concerning the authorities in the country. It is not yet time. He has not refused to your call, and today their house are being covered. What do we call that? Yet people will say this government is well for Nigeria. I repeat, this is total dictatorship in disguise of democracy.
Wow.
And until leaders of thought ought to say this is not right, I will say again, a time will come that hide and seek will not have a place in this country. Let us all join hands and see what is happening. People who are in authority, who are connected, who have the influence and power to help us all continue to appeal to the national community to save our democracy. If there is no Nigeria, there will be no democracy. And this is what exactly what the APC government is doing. Yes, if you call the Senate president for whatever reason, it's okay. So this is your call, and now another thing is happening. Tomorrow they will tell you this government needs well for Nigerians. It is not true. This is military government in the guise of democracy. These people are not Democrats, and they will never be. Nigerians will watch and know what to do in 2019. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. So precise and so accurate. Thank you very much. You know, like I said, plans, you know, political gimmicks, political permutations, political, you know, interest.
They seem to forget that it's not just them. They always seem to forget that despite the games and gimmicks and all of that, there are other people involved. I mean, there are people who elected you into power and they expect you to serve them. But you get there, and then when they get there, it becomes the clash of themselves, and they don't, like you said, when the elephants are fighting, the grass is suffer. So at this point in time, I feel the Nigerian leaders have actually forgotten about the Nigerians themselves. The gimmicks, the games, the plans, the cunningness, the conniving nature, it's all within them. They do things and they don't even consider. Now, like you said, today plenary would have held, some bills would have been passed that will benefit the life of regular Nigerians, some laws would have been passed, matters would have been raised, you know, things would have happened today, we would have gotten fresh news, but this is being hindered because of one slight cunning game they have going on somewhere that we can't place our fingers on. That is to show you the selfishness of the Nigerian leaders. They don't care about the Nigerians themselves. They just want to get whatever game they have going on within themselves. But right now, plenary would have probably started, or probably people preparing for it and all of that. But instead of that, this is what's happening. And then, like you said, they might just come together and decide that, okay, there will be no plenary. That's a waste of today in national issues that would have been discussed. So it's
a little bit dicey, Lillian.
Really
and like I said, you know, this might also, you know, snowballed into maybe. I don't even want to think towards
you
know, impeachment.
I don't want to think towards
you know, if we look at it, drawing from, you know, 2015 up to date, you know, when this present 8th Senate was inaugurated, you know, those that were anointed by the executive were not those that emerged as, you know, the principal officers of the Senate, the National Assembly. So as we speak, there are divergence of interest, you know, still playing out right from 2015. And don't forget, before Saraki emerged as the Senate president, there were calls by some senators to attend a meeting at the International Conference Center. And while the meeting was going on, while the purported meeting was going on, I'm not even sure the meeting actually held, you know, because I was in the National Assembly at that point. All of a sudden, there was an election, you know, in the Senate, you know, and Saraki won with the help of the opposition, which also produced the Deputy Senate President, you know. And maybe the same thing is going to play out. Maybe the same thing is going to play out. Now, both principal officers are being, you know, held hostage, or are being arrested, you know, in their homes. And when you get to plenary, 1, 2, 3 people might just come up and say, oh, opportunity, let's pay them back in their own coin. And before you know it, you know, something of that nature might happen. But we don't need all of this crisis as we speak. All we need is a free and fair, you know, environment where we can sit back and say, yes, thank God for our country, Nigeria, and thank God for our democracy. Lillian, don't forget, by next year will be 20 years. I think what we'll be counting in terms of troubles will be much more than what we'll be counting or laying our fingers on in terms of development.
We're actually going to count more troubles, more death, more sorrows, and actually more development.
Rather than
But then again, I think when we're 20 next year, we should focus on the good and not the evils and the bads that are happening. I think that will help build Nigeria or build our confidence in the country a bit, because if come next year and we're 20 and go, oh yes, they're still killing in Nasser, and no one is willing to focus.
All right,
on
we have Abdullahi on the line. Hello, Abdullahi. Thanks for calling this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, please go ahead with your contribution.
Well, I'm actually looking at the antecedent of what is happening to Saraki.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we're with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually looking at the antecedents of what is happening to Saraki, it's quite I think the state, if they want to fight Saraki, they should fight him politically. If they are going different, I think they should fight him politically, not to use that apparatus and be fighting him. If they invite someone to police, I think they should give him ample time to see whether if he will honor their invitation or not before storming to his house. I think what is happening now is quite I think people have to stand up and reject it wholeheartedly.
Abdullahi, do you also see this in another light, that despite the fact that the Senate President was invited to shed more light on his alleged involvement with the Offa robbers, do you also see this as maybe another way to pay him back in his own coin?
Well, actually, even if he's this robbery, I think he has the right to let them hear him. They should to present his defense. Actually, initially he has presented his defense in a letter, in a way of communication between the police and Senate President. So if they still need him to shed more light on the issue, I think as they have wrote to him just yesterday, they should give him time if he will respond to them or not before taking the issue to this extent. This is so unfortunate, seriously, to use that up to against the Senate President. Senate President is the number top citizen in this country. I think they should be honored in the way they will deal with him.
All right, Abdullahi, where are you calling us from, please?
I'm calling from Kaduna, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullahi, all the way from Kaduna, for stopping by this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Virtually everybody that is calling today is not too happy with the position of what is happening today. We just hope that they will sit back and reconsider their steps and allow democracy to thrive. Now look at it from 1999. Just imagine that this was the way our democratic process has been. Are you sure we're going to get to this point that we are today? You need to, sometimes you need to take a very, very deep retrospect into the past and then try to analyze the present and then, try to carve a niche for the future. But if all of these are not being done, then I am scared for my country. I am scared for this nascent democracy. I am scared for, our politicians, and I'm also very scared for the electorate. Yeah, because they are the downtrodden. They are the ones that will go, pick the ballot boxes and all of that. We have another caller. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Murphy from Anambra State.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Murphy. Talk to you before, Murphy. From Anambra State.
From Anambra State. Okay, Murphy, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Murphy. Go ahead. Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Okay, sir. The problem of Nigeria today is there's a lot of tribal politics. I've turned it down.
Go ahead, Murphy.
The problem today is there's a lot of tribal settlement here. It's able that I've been born before 1979 civilian regime. There are not too tribalized. The Saraki issue, none of them that is speaking, everybody is saying that Saraki is they are doing this with that. You people and others would have allowed police to make a statement to know whether they are applying or nothing. Nobody is against that. But if you watch the way they are talking, the bishop, the Christian will say, Muslims, they want to take over the country. Muslims will say, we are not in peace in this country. everybody allow police to come up with why they are deceased. The deputy president comes from my area. The deputy, my in-law said, but let they come up with anything. Do you know that they can even plant you? Oh, maybe this is out of point. You cannot reach. I'm sorry, sir. Let us wait. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Murphy, for calling all the way from Anambra State. Thank you so very much. That's the picture, that's the film of the residence of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, being barricaded by security vehicles with stunt-looking policemen strategically located and, you know, well armed, if you ask me. Well armed.
That looks like an ambulance.
Yeah, that's an ambulance in case of an emergency. Maybe someone falls down and maybe there's what do you call it, accidental discharge and accidental shooting and all of that. So the ambulance is also ready. I hope this time we will not have a neck brace for anybody, you know, like we've seen in a couple of weeks ago. You know, we just hope all of this will, you know, will soon be over, because it's you and I, Lillian, that will suffer. You know, most times these people, they are enemies in the morning and they are friends at night.
Yes, talking about that. Talking about the security agents and security system in Nigeria, I was meaning to share this. There was a car robbery close to my house on Saturday night, to be precise.
Okay.
And it was so surprising that this car was being trailed to his house, and he was robbed by 7:50 p.m.
As early as 7.
early as 7:50, and then there were gunshots.
Wow.
And there was no one till date, no security agents, nothing. In fact, the security agents I knew that were somewhere close to my estate, I've not seen them there for the past 2 days. So it's really, 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 really sad. And I felt bad because after the car robbery, the only graceful thing about it is the wife was not harmed, the child was not harmed, but the man was taken away and thrown along the road, and he went to report to the police, and nothing was done about it. Nothing has been done about it, and this is what they are doing.
Yeah, we just hope that, and don't forget, even during elections or during the just concluded Ekiti elections, we had 30,000 policemen, you know, in Ekiti State. So and now we are having, you know, this you know, panning out today again, just few days after the Ekiti State governorship election. We just hope that you know, the needful will be done. Like I will always lay emphasis on, the needful should be done, because there's no point wasting our national life. What are we telling the international community?
True.
Don't forget, we also say it clearly here that nobody is above the law, but there are better ways of handling, you know, differences when it comes to political matters, when it comes to national issues. Yeah, we have Namani from Abuja. Hello, Namani. Thanks for calling.
Well, I think I'm speaking with TV, People's TV.
Yeah, definitely you're on People's TV.
Okay. It's very unfortunate that we just found ourselves being governed and ruled by almost a childish behaving government. The most childish behaving government is what we are experiencing on daily basis. I want to believe that in the calculation now, maybe the mother happens to be part of the armed robbery act of you know, is right from the campaign period. Opposition says that Tiger can never change his story, and everything is coming to unfold. Every day is one story or the other. It's so sad that we find ourselves in this mess of a government. Harassment, and you can't save lives. People are dying every day. People are being hijacked here. And to cow everybody into believing you, into keeping our mouths shut. Look, I want to tell everybody in the government now to know that Hitler came and gone. To know that in this country, Hitler came and gone. I want to tell Mr. President and everybody within his cabinet who are that they will live to reap
whatever they have planted. We are Nigerians, we are assuring them they are not going to die, they are going to live to reap all the things that they have sown in this country. It is dirty business they are doing. It is dirty we are experiencing. It's very unfortunate. This country is in this mess. At this point in time, we are saying we are in democracy. No. So military rescue are better off than this one. Yes, because I know some military honorable military men and women. But this is rubbish, totally rubbish. This is totally unacceptable to thinking person all over the world. I so submit.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Namani. Every word coming out of Namani is Namani's position, and that doesn't represent our own position here. What we're trying to say is the fact that, you know, nobody's above the law, but the law also can be treated softly. That's why when you get to the court of law, you know, an accused person will tell the judge, please temper justice with mercy. You know, if that phrase is allowed, you know, to fly in a court of law, I think the Constitution is also more on the friendlier side rather than being on the punitive side, if you ask me.
At this point, I think I wouldn't say that, yes, that is Namani's position, but there's a little truth to it per se, because he is not above the law. He agreed to honor the invitation. He was getting ready to go out and honor the invitation. Why do this?
Very true.
So it's, yes, we have established the fact that nobody's above the law.
Okay, we have our correspondent, sorry, Lillian, for asking you to hold your thoughts there. We have our correspondent, Emmanuel Ehijene. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for standing by right there at the residence of the Senate President. So can you tell us what exactly you are seeing as we speak?
As we speak now, we are all standing by in the headquarters of SARS to know where that is around Apu area. And the members of the media, you could see the presence of policemen and staff of critics also. And I guess the reason is not far-fetched. They are waiting for the arrival of the Senate President.
Oh.
Okay, Emmanuel, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
It's raining heavily here.
Okay, it's raining out there.
Yes, downpour. The downpour. Go ahead, no problem.
All right. Are you also aware that the Senate President's residence has been besieged by security operatives? And from the invitation we heard yesterday, the Senate President was supposed to be at the SARS headquarters by 8 a.m. this morning, and this is some couple of minutes to 10 o'clock.
Yes.
What do you think is happening?
Up to this very moment, not in him here. Everybody is expecting him, his arrival, both the police and the staff operating. They are all everywhere expecting him. He's not been here since morning. I guess it might not be unconnected with the fact that if you listen to the news this morning, it was reported that his convoy was accosted